rough start to the game, kind of like Clemson.
Yeah.
What do you think is the reason for that so far?
You know what? Right now, I'm searching for that. You know, I tried to relax a little bit better today, and for some reason, I think when your nerves get a hold to you, you tend to lose sight of what we're trying to do defensively. I mean, they shot over 60% from three-point range. You can't win any basketball game like that. Now, that's a credit to Notre Dame. They're a good basketball team. You know, this was a tall order for us as a basketball team anyway. But in order to be in the game, you got to play well. You got to do the little things. And for whatever reason, we're starting off a little bit slower than I anticipated. I thought we would do a little better job today after the Clemson debacle.
Peg, decent game off the bench for you. Provided a little bit of scoring, you know, at least early on there, a couple of three-point plays back-to-back that kind of get you guys back into it. What'd you see out of him?
Well, I think he's the one kid that plays that way the entire game. And I think he's a good energy boost for us off the bench, but he's one of the guys I got to have in the lineup from the beginning because he does so many things. He works his tail off. He's a competitor. He wants to win. He'll fight. And right now we have some issues with toughness, and he's the one guy that gives us that toughness. Raymond Andrew gives us that toughness, but right now offensively he's struggling. He has to get better.
Any takeaways from you, positives?
Well, I mean, the second half was 29-28. We got a chance to work with our zone offense a little bit. I thought we did a decent job. You know, Tanner Smith came in the game. He hit some threes. We got to get better at transition defense. We have to get better at transition defense, but I think as we go along, we'll get better. We're still learning each other as a team. We've got a long way to go. We've got to keep going. But my hat's off to Notre Dame. They're a fine basketball team, and you know, I was on the other side of it when I was at Florida State playing. But it's a little bit of a tall order now here at Stetson, and you know they play basketball the right way. They can hit you in the way. They got guys who can score in the interior, the exterior. They can penetrate and find each other. He does a wonderful job, and their record here stands for itself. And you know, I think it was a great opportunity for us to get in this environment, play a team like that, and learn from it. And so we got to learn from it, look at film, evaluate, and get better as a basketball team.
How tough do they make it where they can run 10 guys at you and go 10 guys with double figures in minutes?
Did you see me sweat? I was sweating fiercely because they take one good scorer out and they put another good scorer in, and it just makes it difficult because they hit you from different angles, and they got players, and in this climate, a basketball climate, you got to have basketball players, and they have them. They have guys who are skilled basketball players they are not one-dimensional players. They can pass, they can shoot, they can dribble, they can create for each other. So it makes it very difficult when you're that deep and you have that type of basketball team.
Any other questions for Coach? Good.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you.
Thanks, Coach.